He is easily the most overrated One Piece character when it comes to strength, and it's not close. More feats from this man to put him any higher. I am not putting him above a... Actually, you know what? We'll get there. What has he actually done in the current story that justifies putting him so high within the verse? Ranking every single Yonko and Admiral together in strength, whilst also combing through some of the most controversial One Piece takes in terms of strength. Let's go straight into it. Subscribe for more. I have substituted Mihawk for Buggy for the Yonkos and added Garp for the Admirals, since we all know that they should be on this list. But at number 14, no surprises here, Greenbull. And whilst I have him as like the weakest Yonko or Admiral whatever, the Greenbull fraud allegations are so unjust. This man got caught off guard by the strongest conqueror's haki in the verse and is called a fraud for avoiding fighting 2 Yonko crews. And the funny thing is about this, if he stayed to fight the entirety of Wano's strongest forces, the Redhead Pirates, the Straw Hat Pirates, and inevitably lost and potentially died, everyone would give him the ace treatment of, oh, he's so stupid, he's such a dumbass, why would he fight all of those guys? And you know why? Because running away was the right thing to do in that situation, because there isn't a single person in the verse that is taken on all of that. Nah. But that aside, he has a very unique devil fruit of the forest no mi. This allows him to do plenty of things like restore vegetation, regenerate himself, absorb liquid from things, and even people. I just got like the most dirtiest, like, not an image, because that's kind of homo, but like, I got like, if you know, you know, okay? You go... Carrying on. We haven't seen too much of Greenbull in action outside of him subduing a very fatigued King and Queen and Beast pirates. I'm happy to put him at the very lowest of the Admirals and Yonkos within the verse. Not many arguments to be said here. I'm gonna move this down because I'm making hand signals, but like they're not being communicated properly. I like this, you know what I mean? But anyway, we have seen Fujitora. It's a bit too low still. Maybe I should set up there. Oh, we're cooking. Wait, I'm cooking low key. Yeah. Gym series coming soon, lads. Trust me, that Toji Garo physique gym series is gonna hit different. I just need to prepare myself. Anyway, at number 13, I have Fujitora. Now we have seen Fujitora in action in Dressrosa specifically. No one could really hold a candle to him in Dressrosa. His gravity devil fruit is hacked out AF, allowing him to manipulate gravity and call forth meteors. Meteorites from the space bounds of time-space. Yes. His observation is easily one of the best in the verse, as he literally uses it to see because he's blind. I feel like the way I said that was a bit offensive, but like, I love blind people. Don't cancel me. But the reason I have him so low is because Dressrosa Luffy wasn't doing too bad against him when they fought. And whilst it wouldn't be crazy to say, oh yeah, he was holding back, seeing as he is the type to hold back so other civilians are not hurt, I still don't think there's enough for us to put him above anyone else. And as well as this, bro, we watched him struggle to 1, stop Dolphy's birdcage, and 2, we watched him struggle to like fight Sabo. Sabo had just got his devil fruit, he hadn't acclimated to it properly, but it was still kind of an even match. Yeah, you see that vein? Oh mate, gym series is gonna go crazy, but still. At number 12, I have Blackbeard. He is easily the most overrated One Piece character when it comes to strength, and it's not close. A narrative point that is thrown out on purpose by Oda himself is the fact that haki trumps all. This man has shown nothing but basic armament haki. And I see people say, Blackbeard's strongest in the verse. You must be smoking on that ganja, man. You need to stay off the weed. What didn't Stephen A say?
Stay off the weed.
Yes, he has 2 OP devil fruits, but the Yummy no Mi is only really useful against people who are heavily reliant on their devil fruit. Probably why Oda always puts them against people that are reliant on their devil fruit, like Law and an old Whitebeard who couldn't use haki. Even that old Whitebeard bro was giving him that work, even though he wasn't using haki. We'll have to speak about Blackbeard's feat of scarring Shanks, ignoring the fact that in his Viva card it literally says that he surprised Shanks, and also ignoring the fact that that was over 10 years ago, because Shanks had that scar before he even gave his hat to Luffy. Come on bro, that's like 15 years if anything. Is it? I don't know, can't remember. Shanks wasn't even a Yonko those days bro, come on. Here, this is me giving you your sense back because you're an idiot. I'm only saying that to you if you think Blackbeard is top 10 within the One Piece verse, ever. Top 10 right now, arguable, only if you have him like anywhere above 9. but still. Having no Haki within the One Piece verse is a massive weakness against stronger opponents who have advanced Haki. For example, let's say Future Sight. Luffy couldn't even hit Katakuri until Katakuri 1 stopped using Future Sight, and then he could only fight on par with Katakuri after he learnt Future Sight himself. How can Blackbeard even hit massively fast characters like Kizaru with no Future Sight? How can Blackbeard manage to hit massively fast characters with Future Sight like Luffy? Come on bro, let's hear it for Kurohige Blackbeard fodder FC. Come on. Overrated. And you know what? I'm not even like a Blackbeard hater, bro, because as a character I like him. I actually do like him, but he's not fodder, but like whatever, man. But at number 11, I have Kizaru. He recently showed his strength on Egghead versus Luffy, whilst there was no display of insane Haki, which is why he's kind of low. Although all three Admirals did show that they had Ryu on Marineford, his Devil Fruit is extremely hacked out, and more so than we actually thought, bro. Because the concept of being made of light in itself is a hacked out concept. Never mind the fact that he can create projections of himself, shoot beams of light amongst other things, you could very much argue Kizaru was winning versus Luffy when they fought on Egghead. However, I don't think either of them were going all out, seeing as Kizaru's main mission was to eliminate Vegapunk, Luffy's main mission was to try stop him. Now at number 10, I have Luffy. I am counting every single character in their prime, and no, I'm not counting Luffy 10 years into the future when his prime would be. I'm counting prime as in the primes we have seen actually in the show. The fact that people actually like try like, when you speak about prime in One Piece, that people like, Luffy's got the strongest prime. I haven't seen that shit. Luffy could die at the end of One Piece. But anyway, now in Egghead, in my opinion, Luffy proved himself quite a bit. Whilst he wasn't winning versus Kizaru, he was also holding back quite clearly, as he wasn't using any Conqueror's coating, and even only in Gear 4, Kizaru was praising Luffy saying, yeah, you beat Kaido, I can see that shit, I can feel that shit. And then he literally goes on to down Kizaru with a single Conqueror's coated attack, and he did all this after already fighting Seraphims and Lucci, and he even fought Lucci in Gear 5, which is a very taxing form. The thing that brings Luffy down though on this list is his endurance. Luffy can't maintain these stronger forms that he needs to fight on par with other Yonko / Admiral level opponents. For example, after Gear 4, Luffy can't use Haki for 10 minutes, and after Gear 5, Luffy's practically dead, bro. We've seen in fights like Big Mom versus Kaido that went on for 3 days, Kaido versus Moria that went on for 10 days, and Aokiji versus Akainu that went on for another 10 days. Fights at this level can take days at a time to finish, and Luffy literally can't do that by himself, which is why he constantly has support to bail him out when his forms run out. But nonetheless, he still has a top 3 Devil Fruit in the verse that allows him to bring his imagination to reality, Toon Force, all 3 types of Haki at advanced stages, his Haki getting stronger the more he laughs. Luffy's a different breed, bro. And to be honest, this is, I think because of all this, Luffy needs a handicap like his forms running only over a short period of time. And honestly, I think Oda should boost Luffy, man, I think Oda should make base Luffy stronger so that we can see how far Luffy can go instead of like Luffy's dog stomping someone for 10 minutes in Gear 5. But I don't care, like Oda, you do you, man. I'm happy either way. But at number 9, I have Aokiji. Now he can definitely be argued higher in my opinion, seeing as he fought with the Kainu for 10 days straight with the Devil Fruit disadvantage, Magma which burns hotter than fire versus literal ice. Like come on. He fought with an old man Garp whilst being a bit hesitant and not going all out for unknown reasons. There are plenty of reasons this could be. 1, he's not part of the Blackbeard Pirates for real. 2, Garp is his old mentor, so like, you know, feelings and shit, bro. Who knows? But Garp did say that shit himself. He showed potential Conqueror's Haki versus Garp because, bro, when Oda draws Conqueror's coating versus like normal Haki, it's so difficult to tell what is what. And even on Marineford, he showed potential Future Sight. This man also just casually was about to solo the Blackbeard Pirates. What more can I say? At number 8, I have Big Mom, who unlike Blackbeard is ironically one of the most downplayed people within the One Piece verse. Now people downplay Big Mom due to her losing to Lauren Kid, but without a doubt in my mind, she would have mid-diff the both of them together if plot didn't get in her way. Lauren Kid would not have been able to defeat Big Mom if 1, the bombs at the bottom of Oniganshima weren't there, and 2, the volcano below. She showed that she has Conqueror's coating but didn't use it once versus either of them. And it's very funny that 1, she didn't use a Conqueror's coating, and then the very next arc, Kid gets one shot by a Conqueror's coated attack. Come on, bro. It's like people love to say Kid's Luffy without plot armor. That shit was plot armor for Kid. Putting that aside, Big Mom has insane levels of physical strength. Her devil fruit is hacked out AF, allowing her to heal herself, add more strength to herself. She even fought Kaido for 3 days straight before the war on Onigashima. I often see people put Luffy above Big Mom, but I really don't think Luffy could last long enough to fully defeat Big Mom. Even in her old age, never mind a prime Big Mom, and I am counting everybody in prime. Number 7, I have Akainu. Many current day Marines, Akainu is obviously the strongest. There are fans out there that try to make it seem like Akainu is the strongest Marine ever because of some bloody magazine newspaper shit that Oda said in a voice recording or something, bro. I tried to find that source, I could not find it. So bro, I need some feats for him to prove this shit that everyone's saying. But to be fair, Akainu was fighting well against an old cancer-ridden Whitebeard that couldn't use hockey. He was doing well. As well as that, he defeated Aokiji in a mere 10 days despite having a massive devil fruit advantage. Like, it was only 10 days and he was at an advantage. Since then, he's simply been sitting angrily on his Fleet Admiral chair, eating cigars and raging. But like, I am like low-key being sarcastic and downplaying him, but he's at number 7, like, come on. Come on. It has been stated that Akainu's Devil Fruit can deal as much damage to an opponent as Whitebeard's. Devil Fruit is definitely a top 5 Logi in the series, but I need more feats from this man to put him any higher. I am not putting him above a... Actually, you know what? We'll get there. We're getting there. At number 6 and 5, I'm combining these two because everyone loves to like put these two together naturally, like it makes sense, whatever. Shanks and Mihawk. Now, I personally, I'm a Shanks over Mihawk kind of guy. I do think Shanks beats Mihawk currently. Because please tell me, what has Mihawk done? What has he actually done in the current story that justifies putting him so high within the verse? We watched Mihawk be evaded by a pre-time skip Luffy, leave Marineford when Shanks arrived, defeat a fodder level Zoro and not even fight Whitebeard on Marineford, bro. Instead, one of his subordinates literally dispersed his attack. Like, come on, bro. I don't care. I'm getting too passionate. I get so passionate about these things. If Mihawk actually wants to show some Yonko level feats and show that he's stronger than Shanks, I'm happy to say, yeah, Mihawk over Shanks. This isn't like some bias. I don't care. But like, bro, I'm using my brain and I like to go off what I see. What was that? What was that quote? Your eyes can deceive you. Is that something? Oh no, that's like the opposite of my point. But arguing Mihawk over Shanks genuinely to me has no legs outside of Mihawk's title, of which he gained over 10 years ago. In that time, we know Shanks has fought plenty to claim his title as a Yonko, seeing as he wasn't a Yonko when he lost his arm. So clearly Shanks has at least gotten stronger, whilst Mihawk has been sitting at home. I'm gonna play that meme, bro, like, you're doing niche, I'm just getting so pissed off.
That's the difference between me and you. Because while you were sitting around, waiting, doing niche, I was out, making moves.
I'm not, but still. Kaido speaks about the pinnacle of strength within the verse, and speaks of Shanks, not Mihawk. Who has Mihawk actually fought outside of Shanks, bro? Outside of a, like, 10 years ago Shanks? Come on. Come on. And even so, bro, titles within One Piece are so confusing and a bit shaky. Because 1, there are people like Fingal, whatever, that Mihawk hasn't fought. 2, we have the strongest man in Whitebeard versus the strongest creature in Kaido. To me, the strongest creature is any living being. To me, the strongest man is just any human. Like, bro, that's what's in my mind. We have watched Shanks clash with Whitebeard, stop Akainu, one-shot Kid, stop an Admiral in his tracks with his hockey alone. Whilst we don't know what actually went down as well, he stopped Kaido from coming to Marineford. And we know they at least fought one other time, seeing as Kaido was comparing Shanks to other people that he's fought, like Rox and Odin. And he's still comparing Shanks to these demons, bro. I'm not putting Mihawk over Shanks, I don't care. Forget your narrative. I like hard hold facts. Whatever, man, you get what I'm trying to say. Hard, cold facts. Speaking of him, number 4, I have Kaido. Now, in terms of like actual feats of what actual characters have done within the verse and what we as an audience have seen, no one in the verse comes close to his feats. No one comes close to Kaido when it comes to actual feats. And all I can think of, bro, when I think of like Kaido's feats is like that meme, bro, guys on the chair and Kaido standing above them. That's what like that with this all bro. Of Kaido's. Kaido is the one doing the fucking. Like, imagine instead there's 5 kind of stuff that he did is to me, bro. This man fought a total of 18 people in Wano. 18. Including Luffy on 4 different occasions, and the fact that Luffy healed up each time, Big Mom for 3 days straight and all of the scabbers at the same time, and was still going to come out victorious, bro, if Luffy didn't awaken Gear 5. And even then, it still took Luffy his strongest attack ever to defeat Kaido. I don't understand how someone can really argue that a full health Kaido is going to be beaten by a Gear 5 Luffy, especially considering the fact that when Luffy and Kaido were fighting, Luffy continuously regenerated his strength by sleeping, eating Gear 5, whilst Kaido only got weaker and fought more people. I'm still a firm believer on, if it's 1v1, always bet on Kaido, since in Wano, bro, this nigga did not lose any one-on-one. I am not viewing Luffy versus Kaido as a one-on-one. With his insane durability, endurance, hockey, and speed, I only have 3 people in the Yonko / Admiral positions above Kaido. And that is to say, like, unless it's these guys, I am betting on Kaido. But like, if it's not these guys, I'm not betting on Kaido. I'm a Christian, so I don't bet. I don't know why I'm just sitting here in silence right now. But number 3 and 2, yes, I'm combining these two together because Garp and Sengoku, bro. Sengoku is often overshadowed by fans due to Garp always charging into action versus Sengoku, who we haven't really seen much from. However, Roger does kind of mark Garp and Sengoku as equals and the 2 people that are able to subdue him. We watched an old man Garp fight the entire Blackbeard pirate crew outside of Blackbeard himself and Von Augur, whilst being held back by those around him like Kobe. He had the upper hand versus Aokiji despite Akainu needing 10 days to beat this man, bro. Garp was fighting this man and winning. An old man Garp. No, I am not putting Akainu above Garp. And when I was like stuttering saying, oh, how am I putting Akainu? I'm talking about Garp and Sengoku, bro. That's who I'm talking about. Because Garp was giving Aokiji that work even in his old age. Never made a prime Garp. Whilst it is said that old characters don't lose strength in an SBS or something by Oda, this is blatantly contradicted within the story by Garp himself and other characters, with Garp often acknowledging his diminishing strength from his prime, in which he fought the likes of Roger, Rocks and all the members of the Rocks Pirates. How on earth am I putting Akainu over Garp? Like, bro, come on, use your brain. Don't just believe everything you see. Your eyes may deceive you, but when you watch Garp absolutely dog someone that Akainu took 10 days to beat, bro, your eyes don't. That's what I'll say. That's quote me on that shit. Quote me on that shit. But with Garp having literally arguably the best hockey in the entire verse, him being the definition of a hockey man since he used nothing but his fist, conqueror's coating, amazing armament hockey, insane levels of physical strength that isn't amplified by a devil fruit, Garp and Sengoku, bro. I didn't speak about Sengoku, bro, but they're pretty much, I'm assuming they're pretty much equals. It's a very valid assumption to make. But anyway, number 1, like, come on. Shirohige? Is it Shirohige? It's Whitebeard. Come on, like, what before I even watched One Piece, bro, I saw someone say Blackbeard beats a prime Whitebeard. Before I started watching, I didn't know how bad of a take that was, but like, that shit just plagued my brain. But anyway, this is what I mean when I say Blackbeard is overrated. But anyway, again, everything hints to Whitebeard being the most powerful individual in the verse, outside of unknown characters like Dragon and Emu, with him having the most powerful devil fruit, conqueror's hockey, insane endurance amongst other things. Whilst he doesn't have better feats than someone like Kaido, he has enough with the addition of narrative to put himself above the rest, just from the deductions of how strong Garp is, and Whitebeard was still praised to be an individual superior to him. Unlike Mihawk, who has nothing but narrative by his side. Literally nothing but narrative and 10-year-old feats. You know, I'm gonna say decade-old feats to make that shit sound older. I feel like I like really rushed through the Whitebeard bit, but it's like I don't think there's much of an argument for Whitebeard being the strongest Yonko. What do you guys think of this ranking? Subscribe for more, comment down below. TikTok, same as my YouTube. Joy Boy Blessing, that's me. That's me and my beautiful face. Me and my beautiful muscles. Anyway, that's me, Dumb Mongrels. Subscribe for more, and peace.